Do I need to go through all the rules? Should I probably do it again anyway?
Uh,
I know
only
there.
anything you think would stick out compared to last week, I think. And if
I
you
know
did,
there
then
are a
just ask if
couple.
anybody needs a clarification.
Okay. I know there are a couple new people here today. So
Short break, 45 seconds.
you know what? I'll just go run through it all one more time. All right. All right. Welcome to Auto Club. Just a quick rundown of the rules. I know there are a couple new people here, so no lane changes before the start finish line. Initial start is going green. All subsequent restarts are at leader's discretion. Leader has lane choice on all starts and restarts. Please maintain the gap to the car in front on restarts. No hanging back. When the caution comes out, please catch the pace car. If there are any black flags or issues with that, we will sort it out once we get there. While on pit road, please keep to the right until you get to within your range of your pit stall. Please keep the radio clear for incidents. Everybody's trying to catch up to the pace car,
The air
and
temp is
no need
65
to
Fahrenheit.
clutter the radio. And finally, cautions are finicky here. If there's a wreck on the backstretch off the track, caution may not be thrown. Just be aware that if the sim doesn't throw one, but there's a wreck that poses a risk for the field, we will throw it. So, yeah. Any questions?
Range having a good day.
100 laps. Good luck. All right.
Yep. Okay, you got one starting from the Pritz. That's going to be the 46 Terry Freer.
All right.
Animated with the tail idle throwback.
Yeah, if I had known that, I would have picked something different.
It looks good though.
Okay, I've got the front of the field for the start.
You do?
I've got the camera on him, yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want me to take the back.
No, I got it. I got the back.
All right.
Okay, Johnny, here we go.
All right.
Go! 2 litres remaining.
Clear back here. Veskinen qualifying 4th.
Yeah, good run.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Alex Cars started from the pits too.
Ah.
He loaded in late.
Gotcha. Well, I didn't see him when the grid left then.
Sorry?
That's probably why I didn't see him when the grid left then.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he may have gotten in here just a little bit after they went green.
Yeah.
Ooh. Getting spicy in the back a little bit.
Yeah, no kidding.
Nick
Easy.
and Brad Delph almost had an incident.
Yeah. Alright, we'll take a little bit of contact up ahead, but everybody held that together.
I'm getting zacked.
New fastest lap for Brown,
My bad,
41.5.
family.
I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I'm streaming, by the way.
Yeah.
Nothing, nothing to worry about though. I take them down later. Just for reference if we need it. Something's in the wall.
Who was in that 77? He was wiggling all over the place.
Oh yeah, that's the new guy.
Yeah, the guy,
Yeah.
4,000 iron. I mean, I looked at his profile earlier. He wasn't tanking, so he's been at exactly 4,000 for the past 3 years.
Yeah, apparently he's Kyle's friend or something.
Yeah. That's very happy. Okay. Do you know if he's running for Kyle's team or is he just friends with the guy?
I do not know. And I just got a message
Alright.
from somebody. Who is this?
Oh, it's going.
Wrecking and four.
Wrecking.
Wrecking and four.
4. Okay.
We've got a full course caution, watch out.
Veskinen.
That looks like a
We're under
combination
caution,
of the
it's closed.
90 and the 89.
Looks like P4's gone off.
It didn't look intentional at all, though. That looked kind
Ooh.
of like a racing incident to me.
Yeah, I'll let you call that one. 'Cause you know, because of the Zach the Zach thing. That's what I lean towards, but you know, because he did come off the bottom, but you good with the racing?
Yeah,
Racing deal?
I'm good at racing incident. It looked like the 89 got a little unsettled beforehand anyways, so.
Okay, that was lap 8. Leader at lap 8. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. All right, you announce that, and I'll update.
Okay.
The lap 8 yellow is going to be set as a racing incident.
Okay, cool.
Push that to the broadcast.
Yeah, unfortunately for Feskin, in my view on it, he was in a rock and a hard place trying to keep off of everybody. Zach made an aggressive move there, but you know, it's not. He didn't really force something that wasn't there.
Yeah.
There was also a
There,
little
there
bit
was
of
space
net
down
code.
there. I think 2 times out of 3 that's gonna work.
No, I probably avoided having like 5 years shortened off my lifespan though if I'd get caught up in that.
I just can't believe no one else hit him.
Still haven't fixed the floating tires yet on the ARCA car.
Oh, that poor
Sweet
hood.
Mountain Dew scheme.
Oh yeah, look
Casey.
at that. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always one of my favorites.
If netcode wasn't so doggone awful too, I think they could have probably gotten out of there without much of an issue. Probably just look.
All right, Johnny, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Okay, rear chase on the leader.
Green, 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 let's go.
Well, there'd be a lane change on the 81.
Yeah, that's what I was about to go look at. 80.
What is it, drive-through?
It's a drive-through.
Lane change on the restart, 81. I mean, he jumped it pretty bad. Should be a drive-through. Did you, so do you update the stream with those two?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the wall too.
Why he's driving through every pit stall, I do not know.
'77. He seems really fast, but he's really jittery too.
He seems to be on the edge for some reason. I don't
I know, running the same set. It's not like he made himself a lot looser or anything.
it just seems to be the way he's driving it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't watched him a whole lot, but I did see at the beginning of the race that he was all over the darn place.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
Wait a minute. 20? No, I don't. I think the corners are identical. I think it's my map.
It's kind of cleaned itself up. Everybody kind of got in line again.
Go ahead, Brad.
Jesus, Silver's went deep. Surprise, and he's in the wall.
Thank you.
Yeah, geometry wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, he got way too much of the apron.
Yeah.
It threw him sideways. He didn't react soon enough to it. Ooh, that one's gonna hurt the car quite a bit. Ooh, yeah, big damage.
Well, maybe not.
I don't know.
Doesn't seem down in a straight line, at least relative to Rogers, but
Yeah, that right rear quarter panel damage though is not gonna help him at all.
yeah.
And it looks like his right front might be pushed in a little bit.
If he can hold it together for a little bit until he can get it fixed up, then props to him. But
Yeah, it's gonna be
Alright.
looser. It's gonna be way
Yeah.
looser now than it was before. That's for sure.
well, if I were him, I think he's learned a lesson not to try that move ever again.
Yeah, or executed a little bit better.
Yeah.
Try Just getting this back on
It's
track.
like as soon as I saw him shoot that far past DJ on entry, I knew that was just way, way too deep.
It was not going to work out well for him.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx it, but as I almost jinxed it immediately, I'm kind of surprised that they sorted themselves out pretty well. Because it was chaotic out of the gate. Like that first.
Oh yeah,
You know,
they were going nuts.
first like
This is kinda
5-6 laps, everybody was trying to take everything they could.
Yeah.
Zach, you're blinking out a little bit here.
Ooh, that's not good.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of blinking. That's not ideal.
I think he's gone.
He not just
Oh.
barely returning. And imagine with how much, the truck tightened up on Wednesday, the ARCA car's got to be a lot worse once the tires start to go with with having like so much less aero on it.
Yeah, the truck. It looks like he's under control again. The biggest thing is the truck is just with the less fuel and stuff, and the way that the truck is, it's generally tighter than the ARCA car is. The setups are usually tighter, and you can charge the corner so much more, so it lends more towards overdriving, which causes you to burn that right front off more and a lot easier. These guys, I mean, you got a lot of wiggle
Track
room
temperature's
in the car.
decreasing. It's now 78 Fahrenheit.
Corner exit is where it's all chaotic. I mean, the James Silver's move, I mean, he couldn't, once he had lost the car in the middle of the corner, he was pretty much along for the ride because there was nothing he could do to change that. It's just the
Right, and
nature
if-
of the
The
model.
lower banking of this track compared to like an intermediate or even some other tracks of its size, you don't really have the banking looking to push you back down in.
Save
When
the
you do
pushes
lose it.
for tomorrow.
But it'll get us
Yeah,
into a
for
fastest
sure.
race sooner. Or practice rather.
Yeah, and just with the naturally tight nature of the tire model, where the right front is the most of the load is on the right front. Once it starts to take off, it's like, I don't know if you've ever driven the Indy car, but when you're in the Indy
Yeah.
car, if you let off the gas, it goes straight. So you pretty much
Mhm.
have to drive it out of it. And these things never used to be like that, but that's what it is now. It's like the second you let off the gas, it goes straight up, and it makes everything worse.
Yeah, like it really messes it up. It's kind of why I don't drive the ARCA car as much. It feels kind of odd. Like it feels okay when I do it in an Indy car, but it just feels weird trying to control the ARCA car that way. And then the next gen, which is the other main oval car I drive, because all the other stuff I do is just road, is that thing's just got its own set of traction and set of problems, and that thing's a crap show.
Yeah, I don't own any of the cars, so I really haven't driven it, but I drove it on a test drive one day. When they had one of the builds, I think it was 2 builds ago, and I took it out of Watkins Glen. I'm like, road course. They say this thing's supposed to be good on road courses. Let's see how it drives. I went out and could not, for the life of me, get the thing to stop for the bus stop. And I'm like,
Yeah,
well, that might be the sign that I should just not even bother.
the problem for me was the brake master cylinder I needed to change, but they had on the fixed races they had the wrong brake master cylinder setting for the road courses, so you just have no brakes. I mean, I was braking well on the NASCAR road course layout of the road course, probably about 2 white lane dividers back from the 7 board
Oh my
for that
gosh.
chicane.
Dude, that's insane.
It's just no brakes
And
at
that
all.
and that's adjustable. The master cylinder is adjustable in the
Yeah.
okay.
But not in the fixed races. So if
Oh,
iRacing
not in the
screws it
fixed
up,
races. Oh, interesting.
which that was the problem, so I couldn't fix it. Because if I could set it to the smaller master cylinder, I would have just been able to brake normally. But even on exit, the rear grip was just non-existent. It's kind of all over the track. I almost had to drive it almost. It just wasn't planted at all.
It's counterintuitive to what you'd expect for a car like that.
Yeah, especially
I
with
mean,
the
it's supposed to
addition
be
of the ground effects and.
yeah, it's a road car effectively. I
Yep. Arcing
Two
up
in the
front
wall,
stretch. 81's way slow.
mean, ooh, yeah, he's got.
He's
broken
missing a
front end.
right. He's missing a right front. Should we throw a yellow for that? Cause he's okay. No,
No.
he's getting it off track. He's getting it off track. Okay. No, he's not getting it off track.
No, he's fine. He'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, cause I don't. He's missing a right front. Well, that's only gonna throw it if it was still in the pack. But
Yeah, he'll
There,
be going.
boys, I got a pit here next lap. I got a meatball from that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
that
watch
shouldn't have been a
Zero X.
meatball for silvers.
He hit the wall too, though, I think.
Oh yeah, no, he did hit the wall.
But-
Holy cow! These are made of glass.
On my end, he hit the wall. I mean, it's a glitch, obviously, but he hit the wall hard
Yeah.
enough that it broke the front end. So
Go ahead here, Matthew.
something's broken in the right front on his car.
There you guys, I'm pitting this time.
Oh, silvers don't hit no gun. Come on, just hold it together. All right. Learning racing lessons here. If I was in the case of the 17, I would have just went down to the apron on the backstretch and slowed way down because I'm not gaining anything by going fast. If with a car that isn't turning.
Yeah, especially if you don't know what kind of damage it has. Like, to me, it looks like it's right front. He probably knows that it's right front, but you know, at that
You
point,
don't know the extent.
it's the way he went into the corner. It was pretty clear that he was never going to get the car slowed down on the bottom.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate for him, but that be the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, and it was running real aggressive the whole way through there. I just don't think that's the way you want to run Auto Club. It's because if you screw it up, it's over. With all that speed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was completely avoidable on James's part.
Mhm.
That whole accident.
Oh, he's already back out.
It must
the
have been
fuck?
a 5-second thing.
Yeah,
He's-
5-second meatball. That's iRacing.
I don't know.
I know the rain screenshots today look pretty, but what's going on here?
I don't quite understand how this car, how the new damage model is still so finicky like that.
Yeah.
James, come on, man.
No, it's 77 just went in and out of the wall again. Starting to really drop. Oh, he's got damage on the right front, that's why. At least it looks like damage.
7 car in this lap.
Oh yeah,
I can't really tell sometimes this car if it's damage or just the wacky arrow shaping of the of this car.
Yeah, there's a cluster on the backstretch, and the whole field pretty much has to pit. So James may have gotten a little bit lucky on that one, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Pitting right here.
Because if everybody's pitting now, he's gonna lose whatever meatball time it was, but he's gonna be 2 laps ahead of strategy than them, or some of them, the ones who are pitting now at least.
Yeah. I think it was
Very
D-West at Daytona. He got stuck out on the outside trying to pit. I was surprised he actually made it like the whole extra lap to come in and grab the fuel without losing very much position. That was
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. When you know that you're stuck to the outside and there's not much of an opportunity, typically I try to call my pit a lap earlier, a lap or two earlier to see if anybody will let me in. And if they don't, then you take those laps and find your way back in line, be it backwards or see if anybody else pits. But
Yeah.
I think the pit strategy, getting down the pit road is always it's exciting to watch because it takes
Yeah.
one little mistake and something big happens.
Yeah. Feel bad for Alex as a car owner. He's already down 2 cars out of his 4. Because Lane got killed during the earlier crash with the 89 and the 90, and then Gareth Packett lost and still hasn't been able to get back in yet.
Jeez.
He wasn't even like He wasn't even blinking earlier. Just iRacing deleted him.
Yeah, I saw he just had packet loss on just that was it. All right.
Yeah.
He blinked once or twice in the beginning, but it was very minuscule. It was nothing. Yeah, 2 blinks.
Yeah.
He blinked twice, and that was it. And it was like on the pace lap. And I'm
Yeah.
like, all
And
right,
he was back.
and that
He
was
was
it.
solid the rest of the
Yeah.
time.
No one complained about him warping all over the place, so that is something else. Interesting that James pitted right in front of Smock. Smock was right behind him, entering turn 3, and now James is half a straightaway ahead of him. He's gonna end up taking advantage of this. I mean, it'll hurt him in the long run probably,
The
but
track temp's increasing. It's now 82 Fahrenheit.
if they get through the full cycle and the caution comes out, he'll be on the front foot again.
Go ahead, Casey.
Thank you.
Ooh, James.
Yeah, he is tight on exit.
I think he's overdriving all the way around. Which would explain the qualifying lap, because he was pretty good. It was a really, really good qualifying lap, but
That was really, really, really fast. 41.3 in qualifying.
yeah. You don't typically
I
see
didn't cut
that
you
out
off
of
there,
him.
did I, Casey?
No, I mean, I just lost grip mid-corner, almost cleaned you out.
Yeah, lap timing shows him catching up to everybody. He must have grabbed new
30 pitting
tires.
this time.
James?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty much at the end of the pit strategy.
I was just making sure. I just happened to see you
I mean,
slow
yeah,
down
some of these
real
guys
hard in the
were
corner, so I
approaching
didn't know
their
what was going
window
on.
anyway, so you might as well, you cost yourself more not taking tires in that situation and forcing an extra pit stop. Oh, woohoo! Alex Brown. Not Alex. Andrew. Lesby's on pit road.
Okay. Yep, just a script. All right.
More
That
team
looks
pitting this
real
time.
aggressive.
What was that smoke exiting pit road?
38
Pushing
in the
hard.
time.
Someone wreck? Almost wreck? Husby, what are you doing, man? Oof.
Go
That's
ahead,
not
Brad. Go
gonna
ahead,
help the
Brad.
tires.
9 in this time.
4 in this time.
Done.
87 pitting.
Very, very interesting. So who's the leader now? Who's the leader? Kyle Hall registers as the leader.
Kind of different. This like set of green flag pit stops. I can see they're like a lot more kind of batched out compared to most races where I'll see like a block of them go in, like a large block. I'm seeing only like 5, 6 at a time.
25 is pitting this lap, guys.
Cody McCorkle is a lucky son of a gun for not getting called on that one. But yeah, I know. I'm surprised with the fuel. Sorry, I sneezed. I'm surprised with the caution because that really, I thought the caution would kind of put everybody on the same strategy, but
Definitely spread out. I guess people are saving different amounts, or maybe some people are trying undercuts or something.
I'm guessing the other car. He's the leader. Oh, he's got him and Craig Martin pitted on the first caution, so
Yeah.
those two guys got about up to 5 more laps. Excuse me. Yeah, they got somewhere up to like 5 more laps on fuel.
Yeah. Matter of if they use it or not. Which I think they will. I don't think you're gaining that much time on pit road, but how fast the stock cars fill up.
Yeah. Given the amount of people that they've got lapped right now, too. I mean, they're not a whole lot lapped, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. They got a few lapped, which is kind of a big deal.
If they can kind of go far on this one, you can. The further you go now is, and then to your next, and then to your, can kind of transfer over to the next stop is the less gas you're gonna have to take on that splash and go
Yep.
to get to the end.
Though you're going to be taking tires generally. You know, you're not waiting on
Yeah.
fuel so much, but you get a caution or something like that. It opens up the strategy a little bit more. But you have to be careful too, because he's going to have to, like when you're off strategy this much, because he's going to be like 10, 15 laps off strategy now from everybody else. At least some of the ones that started pitting early, like James right now, he's on track 14 laps. He's going to have, when he gets those new tires, he's going to have to take advantage of them. He's going to have to make use of them in order to make it make the strategy work.
Yeah.
That's the difficult part about all this.
Yeah, the hard. I got to keep remembering that it's like the tires take so long on these cars. It's the I keep thinking kind of like the ACO kind of set where it's like you can't do anything while you fuel up the car. But this just isn't the case, and it takes so much longer to do the tires than it does the fuel. Where those fuel savings aren't really saving you that much time at all.
Yeah.
Unless you try to double stint tires.
Yeah, but at a stretch, you're looking at the people who pitted on lap 40, right? So Husby, Silvers, I guess Radburn. There goes Carr on pit road. Those guys that pitted on 40 or before 40, they're going to be looking at like 23, 25 laps maybe on fuel in that last run. In the meantime, people like him, if he goes, he made it 38 laps. If he does another 40, he make it to 87, and then he's got, that opens up another world where he can go 20 to go, he can go 15 to go. He's got a little bit more wiggle room when it comes to how long are my tires good, and when should I come in for new ones in order to make it last the stretch of the rest of the race.
Right.
If you double, if you had like 2-3 laps left or 5 laps even maybe, topping off, putting 2-3 gallons in the car, absolutely don't even think about touching tires. But
yeah, kind of assume you have just more time than that. Like kind of 10 laps, it's really not worth it at all to not grab tires.
Yeah, I mean, let me see. For Craig Martin, he ran a 44.6 last time around. The fastest car on track right now is Greg Carr. He ran a 41.9. You know, it's almost 3 seconds. So if you got like 5 laps, you need to have, 15, 20 seconds on the rest of the field when you left pit road.
Point two fitting in.
Halfway.
Mm-hmm.
22's on the outside. Oh, man. Yeah, he thankfully got down.
I'll get out of the way in a second.
Finley crashed.
Yeah, must have. No, that was a intentional dive down to the apron, a stop, and an Alt F4.
Well, at least he got out of the way.
Yeah. That seemed like something bad happened.
What happened to James?
And once like Alex and D West are pulling away from Andrew Brown because they're drafting off. They're in a little draft line right now.
So James, the remaining damage, because I'm certain he has more damage than what he got fixed. The rest of the damage on his car is currently the reason why he's going so slow.
Take it.
He should not be this far off pace, only 20 laps into. He's running lap times that people like 35 laps into a run would be running, 30, 35. He's only 20 laps in.
Yeah,
That suspension
40
damage must be
it was a
killing him.
44-1 the last time through. There's no way. He's only done the required. There's no way he started to get new to optimals. Sorry, his optionals.
I wonder how much optional he had. It's kind of crazy. $16 on the wall. Seems like Cody did get a penalty, even though the flag system didn't register it.
Yeah.
He was on pit road for quite a while.
Yeah, because they normally will tell us if black flag.
Yeah.
Hang on to it.
I'll try.
He's made it all the way back up to 15th after that hit in the wall. Just knocked him way off pace.
Who? Casey?
Karen, yeah, he's made his way back up.
Wow.
Not been a lot of damage.
Yeah, must not have been. Though I'm still skeptical that it's not hurting. At least a little bit. Because I don't think he's had a caution since, right?
No.
I don't think it was before the lap 9 wreck.
Yeah. I mean, he only spent. He had a pretty decently quick pit stop too, 14.7.
Crazy. See how spread out the field is now. Peter's got a bit of a gap to the cars in front of him, but outside of that,
Thanks, Hooker.
there is a cluster from third. They are on top of each other. They're looking to wreck.
Sorry about that, Mike. I didn't realize you were there. Sorry. Sorry about that, bro. I didn't mean to get into you.
Thanks, Fred.
Yep, James is really, oh my god, pretty much took Greg Martin out in front of the leader. Jeez, man. Chaos.
Yeah, that was him in the 77. Sorry, the 22. Oh, that was like neck code actually.
Yeah, but James, you can tell in that moment, again, he's another one of those. I'm really struggling to see the car turn. Get off on the wall off forward. there's not much going on around the track right now.
Looks like everybody's starting to get to the end of the runs now. Oh no, they're not. That was the wrong number I'm looking at. It's like lap 80.
The leader's pitting now.
Really? Is that accurate? Am I live? What? Who's registered as leader? Why is Kyle Hall? Why is iRacing registering Kyle Hall as leader? That's weird.
I mean, lap 67 or so. I mean, guess you could. I guess you could try it if you wanted to undercut. Interesting to see if it works. I don't think it will, but
He's got to unlap himself really quickly.
The track
And then
temperature is
pretty
falling.
much
It's now 78 Fahrenheit.
Hope the caution doesn't come out the rest of the way. I think he might have an extra set of tires in the.
yeah.
In the
Well, it
pits.
looks like McCorkle's trying the same thing. And Brown. Interesting choices.
Please let me under. Okay. It's a
Oh, Freer. Oh my. Guessing he has a people. Really?
Looks so weird of a 46 on the on that paint job.
7
Okay.
car in this time.
Corkle has a black flag. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing speeding. Yeah.
Definitely some.
Yep. 66 when he crossed the line. Yeah, it's
I just don't see how pitting this early is going to really do anything for you. Because
14
true, you might be able to make it to the end, but your tires are not going to be all that great by the time the other cars go in at the end of their fuel runs.
Well, that's exactly it, right? That's the gamble. You know,
Yeah.
if the caution comes out, if they pit and they come out on the lead lap and the caution comes out almost immediately, you know, you're gonna be in great shape. But you know, there's a sweet spot kind of in between the early stoppers and the guys who go long for cars that are like half a lap down, in order to stay, or half a lap or more down in order to stay in the lead lap. You have to be so careful because you can get caught 1-2 laps down, if maybe even more depending on the track if you get it wrong.
Right.
But yeah, you're right. There's no real logic to it unless their strategy came up like that. But you know, I know Kyle Hall didn't go that long on tires first time, so
Well, 5's taking it too. A lot of people taking the decision. I mean, I can only see that really being worth it if you underfueled the car on the last stop, like the previous stop, so you could have a little bit of extra speed over the course of the run. But outside of that, I don't see it making much sense.
yeah, there's that.
Not
Whenever
even
I
on picking
practice
this
these
time.
things, I look for that. I,
Just
I don't
send it
know when
low
it. I
here.
don't know what the real
Terry, send it low. I'll lift her.
definition, what the real word or explanation of it is, but it's like when you ski in ski jumping, they have the K point, like that's the point that you're supposed to be shooting for. When it comes to the tires, so it's like that point where all of a sudden I'm not comfortable with the tires anymore. Like I try to find that number somewhere through the race, so that if we have a short run towards the end, or I have the option where the window opens, like say lap 70, but I can go to lap 90.
81 to pit in the lap.
I'm gonna try to figure out exactly how count backwards from there, from the end of the race, and be like, all right, you know, I know I can go. I'm comfortable with the tires at 20 laps driving hard, so I'm gonna go back that far and then fill it that much and then see what happens. If the car's driving good though, still I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna extend this, keep a couple more laps, and then underfill even more, or you know, or fill up, whatever. Depends on the track, I guess.
30 pitting this time.
$25 to go. That kind of seems like a good spot to do that.
16 pitting this time.
I don't know what the outlaw guy's strategy is, because they were up in the air about it, what I heard, but I would guess that you would see like DJ on pit road around lap 90, or at lap 80, sorry. So about 5 laps. You get about 20 good laps on tires, so you can just drive that little bit harder. It's long enough to run. You don't need a whole lot of fuel. I mean, I think 80 is going to be what is the end of their stint anyway. I mean, they're at 36 now, so.
Yeah.
Matthew Weeks is at 39, so he'll probably be pitting. Zach's pitting now. Interesting.
Yeah. Alex just went to pit road.
Matthew Weeks, I think, will be on pit road this time. Husby will probably be on pit road too. That's not Matthew Weeks, that's Matthews.
And Carrington now.
I wonder what the actual strategy is. What's going on?
Yeah, I think if you're in the top 3, you're gonna probably try to stay out as long as you can and trap these guys behind you if a yellow comes out. At least try to trap them a lap down.
Go ahead. Go low. Go low. I'll lift.
I think he's covering too, to be honest.
There's Outlaw to put road, I think.
Husband for road too? You stay out. No, yep. No, yeah. Yes, no, yes, no. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how Matthew Leaks is planning to stay out much longer considering he came in on lap 37.
Yeah, he's 42 in, so I'm betting that he's been saving, I think. But I think
Yeah.
he's got a pit here for next lap. I'd be surprised if he can go much
He,
longer.
he's running surprisingly quick time. Up there he goes.
He made it to pit speed. What happened to DJ? Oh, he overshot his stall. There, Matthew Weeks is off pit road again.
US is running it all the way down to the tape. I'm sorry, to the paint. That's. I mean, you might be able to pull it off for 20
I
laps, but
lifted a little there, so I didn't know what James did in there.
I can't understand. His mic
Yeah,
just
sorry if I picked you up a little there.
deep throated there. It was weird.
I don't know if that's going to really be sustainable.
And I
I'm going to run that low.
6 too. Didn't mean to crowd you, Zach. I didn't know you were that close.
Two pins off the wall. So we're what, an hour and 4 minutes in? Is that true? Yeah, about that.
Yeah, pitting on lap 69. I don't think Brown made the right move there. He's starting to drop pretty bad.
Yeah, D West of the 5 cars behind him, D West has the freshest tires. 9 laps fresher, and he was 8 tenths faster last lap. So I have a feeling he's going backwards real quick. Craig Martin's due for another pit stop too. He's 37 into his run. He needed a caution. He gone.
Yeah.
Front wheel on Cody's car. He hit the wall off 4 lap ago, and it was glitching. He barely tagged the wall. It was glitching like it was sticking out of the car.
Pretty car, Terry.
Thank you.
4-car battle for third. Two cars on the wall in two.
Damn it, Casey.
Sorry, Clay, I wasn't trying to block you. I was just trying to get up to run the line. I didn't want to be stuck in between.
Wait, flag.
Yep.
This race be over.
Congratulations, David.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Congrats, David Tucker on the win. Tucker, Roethlisberger, Matthew Weeks to the waiting room.
Great race, Zach. That was a lot of fun.
Almost. Good race, bud.
That was fun to watch.
Yeah, when I was 2 seconds clear of you on pit out, I figured, you know, I had you, and then you chased me down. So
Great job keeping it green, everybody. That was a really good race. Lots of pit strategy all around.
yeah, excellent race, everybody. That was awesome. Good win, David. So we're off next week because it's Daytona week. You know, some people are going to be down there. We'll be doing the All-Star race. I'll post more about that on the Discord this weekend. But yeah, no points race next week. Oh, and congratulations to David on being the final person to automatically qualify for the All-Star race. You know, think about that.
Easy night for
Right.
you, boy.
What?
It's an easy night for you boys tonight.
Yeah.
I should have finished second. I
It
missed
was like one of my Thursday gigs, but fun to watch, being the main difference.
Yeah, I slid just like an inch too far and had
I
it back.
know, I saw it. I was watching the gaps up front, and then all of a sudden you came out of pit road like a straightaway behind, even though you weren't that far back, and it's just like, oh my god.
It's all right. I'll take fifth.
Yeah, I mean top tens for all for you guys. Second, fourth, fifth, and seventh.
Yeah, the problem was they let Vandermeer and all them were fighting so hard. They let Tucker get too far out, and he was just able to manage the gap the whole time. Trying to tell these guys, like, you can't let someone build a 2.5 lead. You're never going to catch them. Like, it's one thing if he drives away from people, but when you got people defending it hard, he's conserving, watching us fight.
Yep. Especially a track like this where the draft effect used to be a bigger thing. On what's it called? Fuck, can't English anymore. The draft effect used to be a bigger thing on when you ran the outside. With everybody running in the bottom, it's hard to make ground.
Yeah,
In the same way. One caution though, lap 8.
yeah, that's great.
All right, end the stream there. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it, and yeah, we'll see you next week.